just kind of have that peace of mind. Do they need just a little bit more? To set goals, how you're going to spend time together. If you haven't been spending time together, come together and be like, well, how can we do this? You know, even if you don't have anyone to watch the kids, there's always a way to figure something out to spend time together. And just be transparent. You know, transparency, and just talking and communicating about everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, it should be easy if you don't have anything to hide.
Yeah. And you know what? When you think of time, you think of past, present, and future. When I think of time in a relationship, I think it's also about intentionally being present. You know what I mean? Like I heard one lady who was she was a mom of 3 young kids, but she started her business, and her business started blowing up, and it was requiring a lot of her time. You know, we got her book, and someone asked her as a mom, I don't recall if she's a single mom, whatever. It's like, how do you balance just being a businesswoman where so many people are pulling on you, and then you got 3 young kids at home? You know, how do you balance? And then she said, you know what? It's about finding balance, and she's like being present in the moment. She said, when I'm home, I'm not thinking about work or my business, or when I'm at work or with clients, I'm not thinking about home. Wherever she is, she's present. And that's the same thing in our relationships.
Correct.
We can both be together in the same room, and yet we both are absent. We're physically together, but we're not spending time together. Because our minds are elsewhere. I gotta do this, I gotta do this, I gotta do this. And so that's why for our dates, we don't really like going to the movies a lot. We used to love going to the movies a lot, but then we could walk out and something else just had our attention for the last 2 hours. And so we said, well, you know what, we were together, but we don't really know much more about what's all going on than we did before we got here. So now restaurants,
that's why I like to eat.
Yeah, you know, restaurants,
y'all know, like,
you guys already know. But you know, so we talking and eating.
Some money on food.
It's true.
We on a budget. If I need a top, oh no, I'm on a budget. If you be like, yo, let's go to Benihana's, let's hit up Red Lobster, I be like,
go right now. Let's go.
Let's get
in the car.
Budget is out of the window.
So I think that's time. And then you also said something about time as well. You said something I thought was powerful. It's not just time in each other, but it's also time in yourself. You know, self-development.
Oh yeah, that's a good one. I did say that, right? No, it's so true. Just kind of like time for yourself to really just develop and understand who you are. You know, just like you watch your kids grow and that you see them evolve, you're still growing yourself. You know what I mean? And there's new things that you are aspiring to do, and your goals and your specific dreams, they change. Just making sure that you're self-assessing and you're growing by reading books. Or I don't like to read, y'all. I actually listen to books. So listening to books or whatever, there's always ways for you to grow, because when you make yourself better, for you make yourself better for your husband, you make yourself better for your kids, and you know, it just everyone's happier. No, it's true. And you know what, you get to make sure that you're not losing yourself in your family. Exactly. You still know who you are. You know, we sacrifice. You know, we talk about when you're having families about sacrifice, but you don't have to lose yourself in the process. Meaning, like, you can still know who you are. You can still have an identity. You know, you see some people who grow apart. The kids are out of the home. They don't know who they are without kids. So they don't know who they are with their significant other. And then instead of having life together as empty nesters and doing the things you wish, there's 2 strangers living in the same home. And that's rectifiable. You know, we're witnessing changes now, and we just witnessed a change in administration and government. We're seeing changes in just policies and laws, and then just with the pandemic, you know, we're you know, there's information that's coming, and some of it is conflicting. And so to be able to come together and develop goals and just in these different areas, at least if anything that's consistent is our communication. And that's what keeps us grounded. And so whatever changes happens, we can attack it together. Otherwise, you know, you could feel like you're growing apart. If I don't know, if I'm still thinking I'm married to 2020 SueAnn, and in 2021 you have new ideas, and look how much changes can happen in a matter of 1 year.
pre-pandemic and post-pandemic, you can think completely different about life, and we need to make sure we are in tune or in sync.
Yeah, and you know what? During this time, just depending on what the stress level is, or if you see like stress levels are high, that's the time where you want to be doing the most check-ins.
Yeah.
Find out how that you can relieve some of the stress off of your significant other.
Absolutely.
So just kind of have that peace of mind. Do they need just a little bit more to help them to relax? You know, what do they need?
And that's what transparency is. Understanding and talking about, you know, how are you dealing with everything that's happening?
No, that's real good.